So the writing of the story, if we were to encourage you, and sometimes we do, to tell a different story. The reason that we want you to tell the story, and this is essential to your understanding of creation, the reason that we want you to tell the story is not because the story needs to be told in order to create. You already told that story and you already created. The reason we want you to tell a different story now is because as you tell the story now, you practice the vibration of what has already been created vibrationally. In other words, the story you tell is about you getting up to speed with the story you've already created. Does that make sense to you? If we could convince you that it's already done, and everything that you now do is about coming into alignment with what's done, then you can be real time who you are. As Esther is getting ready to allow us in, she stands behind the podium and sort of hangs on for dear life, as she did in the beginning, getting ready for the mixture of the energy that is Esther and the energy that is Abraham, knowing that her vibration must raise to the level of our vibration, or she can't know what we know. She can't speak for us until she is vibrationally attuned to us. So these days, the mental picture that she holds and even the words that she softly expresses are, Abraham, I'm coming into the vortex where you are so that I can represent that which you know clearly. And we would like to say to you that that's what all deliberate creation is. It's about tuning yourself to the frequency of who you really are. That's why you want to tell the story as it really is. So the story is, I'm a lover, not I'm in a lawsuit. The story is, I love life, not I'm concerned about what's going on ecologically with the planet. The story is, well-being is the order of business going on around here, not I'm worried about the politics of my day.
And are there parts of it that are more important than others? Because the whole story contains all of those. It contains some pretty good crashes and some pretty good victories, and can you choose to see some and not other, or is it all remain unified?
The thing that we want you to hear, that the approach that you're taking, in other words, you're talking about having lived through some stuff that was good and some stuff that was bad, and we want to point you to the becoming that resulted as of all of that. In other words, 10 years ago, you were living things that put things into your vortex. And yesterday you were living things that put things into your vortex. So there is this continuing amended version of you, the creator, of you, the creation, that's happening in this vortex. It's constantly evolving and expanding. And we think that you're going about it the hard way by trying to figure out what parts any of those things played, when the bottom line is all of the parts you played and all of the relationships you had and all of the issues that you explored have all resulted in a state of vibrational beingness that equals you, that knows who you really are, who is calling you emphatically toward who you are, and that's the only story worth contemplating. The story of who I really am in relationship to who I'm letting myself be right now is the story. So the story is about my mood. I'm ornery. That's the story. Well, that's a big story. I'm ornery. That's my story. Well, you want to break that story down for me a little bit? Well, the I'm ornery story goes like this. My life has caused me to expand into emphatic and dramatic new places, but I'm choosing to focus upon things apart from that, and as a result, I feel ornery. I'm not letting myself be who I have become. We're not just talking about masters of disciplines or creators of empires or orchestrators of movements, although all of that is a really fun part of life. We're talking about ownership of the energy that creates worlds. We're talking about bringing your intention that you held before you came and exploring the variety and adoring the diversity and accepting the expansion that must be born from it, and therefore the important part that each part of diversity plays. You like how new preferences are born continually within you? You like knowing that the universe is all queued up to give you the full manifestation, fruition, completion, accomplishment, see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, of anything that life has helped you to define that you want? Do you like knowing that? Yes. If only you believed it. Well, if this time-space reality has the wherewithal to help you to identify a desire, then this time-space reality and all who are involved in it have the ability to yield to you, to reveal to you, to offer to you a steady trail, a path that you must find a way to be the path of non-resistance, a path, a steady unfolding, delicious, comfortable, fun-filled, winding, twisting, turning, adventurous, enjoyable, satisfying, fulfilling path. And we think sometimes that what hangs you up is you would like a quick, direct path. Just get me over there because I'm unhappy over here. And the thing about that is you can't get to happy over there from unhappy over here. Because unhappy over here has your attention, and your attention has you offering a vibration, and the vibration that you're offering, if it doesn't match where you want to go, won't take you there. Oh, the path continues to unfold, and all of us who are aware of you, who know who you are, who know what you're asking for, who know who you have vibrationally become. You see, we understand how the contrast of life has caused you to identify the specifics of who you are and what you want, where you want to be, how you want to feel, how you want to live. All of that is known. And our attention, the attention of your inner being, the attention of all that is non-physical, the attention, if you will, of something that you say all the time and you don't even know what it means, the powers that be, the energy that creates worlds, the attention, this benevolent, loving energy, force, supporting you, uplifting you, knowing you, and most of all, knowing right where you stand, right here, right now, in relationship to who you have become. So you came into this body, but all of you didn't come. A part of the consciousness, the consciousness that is you, a part of the consciousness that is you, focused here in this physical body. But the larger part of the consciousness that is you remains non-physically focused in that stable, non-resistant place. So when life causes you to know what you don't want, which causes you to launch a rocket of desire about what you do want, the larger part of you is in on all of that. In other words, in this deciphering of who you are and where you are going process. Source is in on all of that. So you're launching these rockets and you are vibrationally becoming. And the reason that we want to point out that you are vibrationally becoming is because everything is a vibration before it is a manifestation. Everything is a vibration before it can be interpreted through your physical senses. And there are lots of ways that you interpret vibration through your physical senses. What you're seeing and hearing and smelling and tasting and touching, all of that is vibrational interpretation. You're just really good at it, so good you don't even realize that you are doing it. But everything, hear this, everything about the reality that you know as your reality, everything that you are seeing in this world and living in this world, you and everyone else around you, every bit of it is a realization of vibration. I want you to hear this above anything that you ever hear, ever again from us or anyone else. This is what we want you to hear. The universe always hears what you mean, not what you're saying. So when you get something from a situation or from a person that you don't like, and you have a reaction to it, usually a negative reaction if you don't like it, if you could say to yourself, there's only attraction, there's only attraction, there's only attraction, there's only attraction. There is no assertion. So nobody else asserted that. Not God, not that person. Nobody has asserted anything. It's only attraction. I attracted this. Well, sometimes that's a really sucky thing to hear from yourself about yourself, because you don't want it, and why would you attract something that you don't want? But start there. It matters that you start there. There's only attraction, only attraction, only attraction, only attraction. There's no assertion. Only attraction, only attraction, only attraction. Esther had an experience with someone that she has a big reason to care about, where her steady words for a long period of time were as if they didn't exist at all. And Esther had to realize, oh my God, I've got a vibration going that is different from my words, and that's why I'm getting this. And the contradiction that was going on in Esther's mind is, no, that's not what I believe, because that's not what I say. Doesn't matter what you say. What you say is rarely in harmony with what you believe. The universe does not respond to what you say. The universe responds to your vibration, and your vibration is what's real, you see. Your vibration is your realness. And so don't ask the universe to respond to you differently than what you're offering vibrationally, which means you got to own it. You got to own it. And sometimes it's a little shocking when you say, well, I'm saying I love you, but I really resent you. I'm saying I'm proud of you, but I really think you could be doing so much better. I say I want to be with you forever, but really, I don't care if I ever see you again right now, because I am so mad at you. So you've got yourself all confused, because what you're offering vibrationally, and therefore what the universe is delivering to you, don't jive, and then you want to blame it on all of them and read all the books about all the behaviors and all of the patterns and all of the studies and all of the stuff that just keeps you in a constant state of upheaval, when all it ever really comes down to is you're not owning how you feel. Sometimes what you feel is the right thing. Sometimes that is an asshole. And so for you to try to make yourself the wrong one because you want to be spiritual, so you want to own how you feel. Now, here's where it gets clear. Your inner being does not feel that way about them. You do. You don't want to feel that way about them, but you do. You got some aligning to do with your inner being that doesn't have anything to do with them. The bottom line is, you're a lover. And just because they're not lovable doesn't mean that you are not a lover. So you don't do this to control the behavior of others. You do it to come in alignment with who you are. You gotta love. You gotta love. You gotta love you. You gotta love the others. You gotta trust. You gotta trust you. You gotta trust the universal forces. Is this a little bit helpful? Can you sort of get where we're going with this?